Changes happening around you may feel confusing, but every move is guided by Allah with absolute wisdom. What seems unstable or unclear today is not a setback. It's Allah preparing a doorway for a future filled with goodness you can't yet see. When something is taken away, He is clearing the space for what will elevate you. When you face delays, He is aligning the right people, the right moment, and the right opportunities for your growth. Every challenge you endure is polishing your heart so it can hold blessings without breaking under their weight. And when Allah rebuilds your life, He does it with a gentleness you may only understand later, removing what harms you, protecting what benefits you, and guiding you toward a destiny written with mercy. Trust that what He is arranging for you will bring a peace your heart has been longing for, a peace that will make you say, "This is what I was waiting for all along." Allah often begins His work in your life in ways that appear subtle and quiet, yet each change carries deep purpose. What feels like an unexpected turn may be the first step toward a blessing you had not even imagined asking for. The transitions you experience may confuse you at first, but they hold directions planted with divine knowledge. Even when clarity is absent, the movement is guided. You may feel unsettled, yet Allah prepares you for what is ahead with precision. And when the meaning finally emerges, your heart recognizes the wisdom behind every small adjustment. You may notice certain relationships fading or opportunities slowing down, and it can lead you to wonder why. These shifts are not losses. They are refinements designed to shape your character and protect your journey. What leaves you is often removed to lighten your burden and redirect your energy toward places where your growth can flourish. Allah never pulls you away without guiding you towards something meaningful. In these unseen transitions, your future is molded with care, and with time, you realize each departure carried hidden mercy. Life may bring unexpected pauses that influence your direction. These pauses may feel inconvenient, yet they open space for reflection and strength to grow within you. Allah uses these pauses to position your heart for responsibilities that will come later. When the pace slows, it is not a setback, but preparation. Through these divinely placed intervals, your soul learns resilience and patience, and gradually, the path ahead becomes clearer. You may feel pushed away from environments that once felt familiar. This redirection is not rejection, it is protection from harm you could not foresee. Allah knows the impact certain surroundings may have on your faith and emotional well-being, so He guides you toward healthier places. The shift may feel uncomfortable, yet it carries profound compassion. As you move forward, you eventually recognize how each transition preserved your dignity and spiritual strength. What felt like displacement becomes elevation. Opportunities may open for you only to close unexpectedly. While this can bring disappointment, it also brings hidden blessings. Allah closes what is not aligned with your destiny to lead you to something far more suited for your soul. When a door shuts, it is not the end but a signal to look toward the direction Allah prefers for you. These closures nurture humility and reliance, anchoring your trust in divine wisdom. With faith, you understand that protection often arrives disguised as disappointment. At moments, life may feel rearranged, as though everything is shifting at once. This is often the beginning of a major transformation shaped by Allah's mercy. The adjustments you experience are preparing you for a season that requires a renewed heart and clearer vision. You may not see the full design yet, but the movement is purposeful. Allah knows which strengths you must develop and which habits you must release. And through this process, you are molded into someone capable of receiving greater blessings. Challenges may intensify before relief arrives, not to break you, but to awaken untapped strength within you. Allah allows certain difficulties to rise so you can outgrow limitations that held you back. These experiences refine your patience, deepen your gratitude, and strengthen your trust. When you face what feels heavy, know that it is building your capacity for what is ahead. Relief comes, but only after your heart has expanded enough to carry it with wisdom. And through this refinement, your breakthrough approaches. Unexpected blessings may appear small at first. These blessings are seeds of future transformations. A slight ease in a difficult situation or a comforting thought during distress can be signs that Allah is gently shifting your life toward goodness. These early signs nurture hope reminding your heart that divine care surrounds you. As these blessings grow, they prepare you for larger gifts that will arrive with perfect timing. What begins subtly eventually blossoms into something remarkable. Conversations you once ignored may suddenly hold meaning, guiding you toward new realizations. Allah inspires words, thoughts, and insights at the exact moment you need them. These inspirations become stepping stones toward clarity and healing. What felt confusing begins to connect, forming a path of understanding. Allah does not leave His servant wandering. He sends guidance through wisdom placed in unexpected moments. With open eyes, your heart begins to see the direction being built for you. Inner strength may appear in you that you never noticed before. This strength develops quietly during trials, shaping confidence rooted in faith. Allah empowers your heart so you can step into new chapters without fear. You may not recognize this growth while it is happening, yet it becomes evident when you face situations that once overwhelmed you. This transformation is one of the greatest signs of Allah preparing you for something meaningful. With renewed courage, you move closer to your breakthrough. New opportunities may arise that align beautifully with your goals and values. These opportunities are not coincidences. They are signs of Allah arranging circumstances in your favor. Each opportunity carries lessons and blessings tailored to your growth. You are guided toward what enriches your faith and fulfills your purpose. When these opportunities appear, they bring reassurance that the previous shifts had a reason. Your life begins to settle into harmony as Allah's plan unfolds. Moments of clarity may strike your heart unexpectedly. These insights feel like gentle awakenings, revealing truths you overlooked before. Allah places understanding in your heart at the right moment, allowing you to see your journey differently. This clarity strengthens your connection with Him, giving you confidence in the direction ahead. What once felt confusing becomes filled with meaning, and through this enlightenment, you step forward with trust. You may find doors opening for you that require courage to walk through. These doors lead to growth, healing, and new beginnings. Allah opens them when your heart is ready, even if you feel hesitant. The courage you need is granted by Him, and with each step, your faith strengthens. These new chapters allow you to experience blessings that were out of reach before. With trust, you move forward into the life Allah has prepared. Peace may begin to settle in your heart after seasons of restlessness. This peace is a sign that Allah is aligning your life with His mercy. You find comfort in His plan even when the full picture is not visible. This inner calm prepares you to receive future blessings with gratitude and humility. As peace grows, your reliance on Allah deepens, and in that reliance, your breakthrough approaches with grace. The purpose behind every shift becomes clear, and you see how Allah arranged every detail with love. What once caused confusion now makes sense. The experiences that weighed on your heart become sources of wisdom. You realize that Allah was guiding you with care all along, preparing you for a future filled with goodness. Your breakthrough arrives not only as a blessing, but as a reminder of His constant mercy. And with gratitude, you finally embrace the life He shaped for you. Life can shift in ways you never anticipated, leaving you unsure of why certain chapters end so abruptly. The change may feel forced upon you, yet every alteration is part of a divine blueprint crafted with care. What feels sudden to you has been written long before you were born. These transitions carry layers of wisdom that unfold gradually. Allah guides you through them even when clarity is not present. And with trust, each shift becomes easier to understand. You may feel that control is slipping from your hands, but in reality, you are being redirected toward a path meant to raise your status. What is taken from you is removed with precision, ensuring your heart is not burdened beyond its capacity. The transformation you face is not random, it is deliberate. Allah chooses the perfect moment to move you away from what no longer serves your growth. Through this movement, your heart develops deeper reliance on His plan. What once felt like loss becomes a doorway to greater purpose. Unexpected turns may lead you to question your worth or your decisions. Yet, these turns are often the greatest expressions of divine mercy. Allah protects you from situations that could weaken your faith or hinder your spiritual journey. The shift may feel uncomfortable, but it carries hidden blessings. With time, you begin to see that what seemed like disruption was actually protection. And protection from Allah is always better than the comfort you thought you needed. A chapter may close without warning, leaving you wondering why the ending came so quickly. This sudden closure is often a sign that Allah has completed the lessons within that phase of your life. Staying longer may have harmed you in ways you cannot see. The rapid change is a form of mercy, removing you before damage occurs. Though it feels abrupt, the timing is perfect. Each ending positions you for a beginning crafted with divine foresight. Life might pull you away from people you thought would walk with you forever. These separations are not punishments. They are arrangements made to protect your spiritual well-being. Allah knows the influence each person has on your heart, and He filters your surroundings with wisdom. When certain relationships fade, it is because your soul is advancing to a stage they cannot accompany. What appears as rejection is often elevation. And elevation comes only by Allah's command. You may be placed in unfamiliar terrain that feels overwhelming at first. New environments can challenge your comfort, yet they awaken strengths you did not know were within you. Allah positions you in places where your character will mature and your faith will flourish. The unfamiliar becomes a training ground for resilience. With each step you grow more capable, and gradually the discomfort transforms into blessings that enrich your journey. You may feel as if everything you planned is collapsing. Your timeline may shift in directions you did not expect, yet the collapse of your plan is the rise of Allah's plan. His design is superior, free from error, and tailored to your soul's needs. What you built for yourself cannot compare to what Allah arranges for you. Trusting His design brings peace even in uncertainty. And through this trust, your heart learns surrender. Opportunities may disappear before you have the chance to fully pursue them. This vanishing is not a failure on your part. It is Allah ensuring that you do not enter a space that would harm your growth. What is removed with wisdom. You are being redirected to something more suitable, something aligned with your purpose. When the door you wanted does not open, it is because a better door is being prepared. And that preparation is part of your transformation. You might find yourself questioning why certain prayers seem unanswered, yet withheld answers are not refusals. They are delays timed with perfection. Allah gives when the heart is ready to appreciate the gift. A premature blessing could become a burden. Through these delays, your heart learns patience, humility, and trust. When the blessing finally comes, it fits your life beautifully, and in that moment, you recognize the mercy in waiting. Life may push you into transitions that reveal your inner strength. You begin to notice resilience forming through challenges you never wanted. This growth is a sign that Allah is nurturing qualities within you that are essential for your future. Each test develops a skill or insight needed later. You may not recognize the transformation immediately, but it becomes visible when you face circumstances that once intimidated you. This newfound strength is a gift bestowed through divine design. New paths may be revealed to you in unexpected ways. These paths may seem intimidating, yet they carry opportunities for healing and renewal. Allah guides your heart toward directions that uplift your faith and expand your potential. Walking these paths requires courage, but the courage itself is granted by Him. With every step, you discover blessings hidden beneath the uncertainty. And with each discovery, you see how carefully your life has been shaped. As your journey evolves, clarity begins to form in your heart. Situations that once caused confusion become understandable. Lessons emerge from experiences you thought had no purpose. Allah grants insight at the perfect moment, allowing you to look back and see the beauty of His arrangement. This clarity comforts your soul, reminding you that nothing was random. Every shift carried a message meant for your growth. Peace may settle upon you gradually as your trust deepens. The more you submit to Allah's plan, the lighter your burdens feel. You no longer resist change, but welcome it, knowing that it comes from a Lord who is Al-Hakim, the most wise. This peace is a sign that your heart is aligning with divine will. As it strengthens, you become more confident in the direction your life is heading. And that confidence becomes a form of worship. Relationships, goals, and environments may continue to shift, but now you observe these shifts with awareness. You understand that Allah removes what harms and replaces it with what benefits. The transitions become easier to embrace because your heart has learned the meaning of surrender. You trust that nothing is taken from you without something better being prepared. This realization turns fear into gratitude, and gratitude transforms your journey entirely. You witness how every uninvited change was a gift in disguise. The pieces you once questioned come together in harmony. Your heart sees the wisdom in the path chosen for you, a path you would not have selected on your own. Allah's design becomes evident in every elevation, every blessing, every moment of relief. You recognize that His plan was not only better, it was perfect. And with deep gratitude, you embrace the life He crafted for you. A door may close in your life with such force that you are left wondering why everything changed so quickly. You may have invested effort, time and emotion, believing that the path ahead was secure. Yet, Allah closes that door with wisdom far beyond what the heart can comprehend. The closure is not a punishment. It is a shift toward a destiny crafted with divine precision. What feels like an ending is often the beginning of a better direction. Allah removes you from what limits your growth, even when you do not realize it. You may experience disappointment when a dream collapses just as you try to hold on to it. The sudden collapse can feel painful, but it carries mercy concealed within it. Allah knows the unseen consequences of allowing that dream to continue. Closing the door protects you from harm you could not predict. Through this protection, your life is redirected toward opportunities that will elevate your spirit. As clarity unfolds, you begin to understand the depth of Allah's care. A door may shut in the form of a relationship ending. You might believe that connection was meant to last, yet Allah removes it at the exact moment it becomes unsafe for your spiritual well-being. His knowledge goes beyond your emotional attachment. He knows who strengthens your faith and who weakens it. By closing the door, He shields your heart from a future that would drain your peace. With time, gratitude replaces the initial pain. Career paths or goals you once pursued may suddenly become inaccessible. You may feel discouraged, questioning your abilities and purpose. Yet, this closed door redirects you from settling for something that would limit your true potential. Allah pushes you toward environments where your faith, character, and abilities can thrive. The closed opportunity becomes a guiding sign toward a more fulfilling direction. What felt like loss becomes divine redirection. You might find yourself removed from a routine that felt comfortable and predictable. This removal can feel unsettling, but it opens space for new growth. Allah closes routines that keep you stagnant so He can guide you toward more meaningful experiences. Through this shift, you develop traits that would never emerge in comfort. As you adjust, you realize how the old routine restricted your progress. The redirection becomes a source of renewal. Plans you created with confidence may unexpectedly fall apart. This collapse is not due to your lack of effort, but because Allah sees what lies ahead. He closes doors that lead to disappointment, replacing them with routes that align with your destiny. Each unexpected change holds a message of divine protection. Allah directs you away from paths that would weaken your heart. His intervention protects your future in ways you cannot yet understand. You may feel confused when an opportunity slips away after you prayed for it. This confusion may stir doubt, yet Allah never withholds goodness. What slips from your hands was never written for you. The door closes because something more suitable is being arranged. Allah ensures that your heart receives only what will uplift it. When the better path appears, the wisdom behind the closure becomes clear. A desire you held dearly may fade without explanation. This fading is not accidental but carefully arranged by Allah. He removes desires that would lead you away from spiritual elevation. As one desire fades, another rises within you, one that aligns more closely with faith and purpose. This shift refines your heart and prepares you for blessings that match your true calling. What felt confusing becomes a gift of clarity. You may be moved away from environments that once felt like home. This transition can feel jarring, yet Allah relocates you to protect your spiritual growth. The familiar environment may have been limiting your development. By closing that chapter, Allah guides you toward places where your heart will flourish, What seemed like disruption becomes a pathway to a brighter destiny. Every step away is a step towards something greater. Doors may close through failures that appear painful in the moment. These failures are not signs of defeat. They are lessons meant to refine your character. Allah redirects your effort toward paths where you can succeed with dignity and faith. Through these lessons, your resilience grows. With a purified heart, you walk toward opportunities crafted specifically for you. The failure becomes a bridge toward a better outcome. Closed doors may appear in the form of delayed outcomes. The delay may test your patience, yet it ensures that blessings arrive at the right time. Allah prevents premature gifts that would overwhelm your heart. The door stays shut until your spirit is ready to carry the blessing with wisdom. Once prepared, you receive what is meant for you with gratitude and strength. The delay transforms into divine timing. You may encounter rejection from people or groups you wish to be part of. This rejection is protection in its purest form. Allah removes you from circles that would hinder your faith or diminish your value. Through this separation, your self-worth becomes rooted in your relationship with Him. Eventually, you meet people who uplift you and strengthen your iman. The rejection becomes a blessing in disguise. As doors close, new insights begin to surface. These insights reveal the hidden dangers or limitations behind the path you once desired. Allah grants understanding at the perfect moment, allowing you to see why He intervened. This clarity brings peace, replacing confusion with gratitude. You begin to witness how each closed door guided you away from harm. The unfolding wisdom strengthens your trust in Him. Gradually, new opportunities appear that feel more aligned with your heart and purpose. These opportunities fit your life with ease because Allah crafted them specifically for you. The closed doors prepared you for these openings. What once felt like loss becomes the foundation for newfound blessings. You step into these opportunities with a heart enriched by patience and trust, and through them, your destiny unfolds beautifully. You recognize that every door Allah closed led you to a place far better than where you intended to go. The journey, though difficult at times, reveals His mercy and wisdom in every detail. You see how each closure redirected your destiny toward goodness, protection, and growth. Your heart settles in gratitude, knowing that Allah's plan was superior to your own. You embrace the life He shaped for you with complete trust. Life may move in directions you never anticipated, and within those shifts, Allah places forms of strength that quietly develop within you. You may not notice the transformation as it unfolds, but each experience is shaping a resilience that will serve you in the future. These adjustments are not random, they are designed with precision. Through them, your character matures and your faith deepens. Over time, you begin recognizing how delicately Allah strengthens the heart. You may encounter burdens that feel heavier than expected, yet through these burdens, unseen strength is built within your soul. Allah allows certain challenges because He knows the power that will emerge from them. What feels overwhelming today becomes a source of courage tomorrow. The hardship molds you, refines you, and brings forth abilities you did not know you possessed. In this hidden process, strength is gifted to you. Challenges may arrive without explanation, and though they appear disruptive, they are tools for inner growth. Allah places you in situations that stretch your patience, sharpen your focus, and deepen your gratitude. These situations shape your emotional stamina. With each hurdle you overcome, a new layer of confidence forms. The adjustments made around you and within you prepare you for responsibilities ahead. At unexpected moments, you might feel your heart becoming more stable, even in situations that once caused anxiety. This stability is not accidental. It is a result of divine nurturing. Allah strengthens your emotional foundation through trials that teach endurance. What once triggered fear now cultivates trust. Through this development, your heart becomes more equipped to face future tests with calmness and wisdom. You may be pushed into roles or situations that initially feel beyond your capacity. Yet, through these roles, hidden strengths surface. Allah knows what you can become, even when you doubt yourself. He places you in environments that reveal potential buried deep within. The discomfort you feel is a sign of growth in progress. As you adapt, you witness your own transformation. Your plans may shift unexpectedly, requiring you to adjust your expectations. These shifts are not meant to frustrate you, they are meant to refine your perspective. Allah redirects your priorities so that your faith becomes central in your decisions. Through these redirections, your reliance on Him becomes stronger. As this reliance grows, your heart discovers a new level of strength grounded in trust. Events may unfold in ways that distance you from habits or influences that weaken your spirituality. This distancing might feel difficult, but it is part of Allah's unseen adjustments. He removes what harms you long before you recognize the danger. In the absence of these influences, your heart becomes clearer and more receptive to guidance. Through this clarity, your strength increases. You might face emotional challenges that require you to stand firm even when you feel fragile. These challenges are stages of training designed by Allah to build inner courage. Through them, you learn resilience, self-control, and patience. Though the struggle is real, the growth is profound. What once broke your spirit now teaches you endurance. This endurance becomes a shield for future trials. There may be shifts in your relationships that leave you puzzled, yet these shifts create room for stronger bonds to emerge. Allah strengthens your heart by removing attachments that weaken your focus on Him. As unnecessary connections fade, you become more grounded in your purpose. New relationships that uplift your faith eventually appear. Through this process, your emotional strength grows. Your mindset may slowly transform through experiences that teach gratitude during hardship. Allah strengthens you by filling your heart with appreciation for blessings you once overlooked. Each moment of gratitude softens your struggles and amplifies your hope. This renewed perspective empowers you to face challenges with a lighter heart. Gratitude becomes a source of quiet strength. Unseen adjustments may guide you toward habits that nurture your soul. You may begin engaging in worship more sincerely, seeking knowledge more consistently, or reflecting more deeply. These changes are signs that Allah is strengthening your spiritual foundation. With each act of worship, your heart grows stronger. And with each moment of reflection, your path becomes clearer. Your endurance may increase without you realizing it, allowing you to handle situations that once overwhelmed you. Allah strengthens your heart gradually, ensuring the growth is sustainable. This steady development equips you for future responsibilities you have not yet reached. What once seemed impossible becomes manageable. Through this gradual strengthening, your confidence grows. At some stage, you may notice that your reactions to difficulties become more composed. This composure is not accidental, it is the result of divine preparation. Allah trains your heart to remain calm so that your judgment remains clear. Through this clarity, you navigate challenges more wisely. The strength within you becomes evident when your patience holds firm in times of pressure. Your spiritual connection may intensify through trials that push you closer to Allah. Each difficulty compels you to seek Him with sincerity. In that seeking, He grants you a strength that cannot be found elsewhere. Your heart learns to depend on Him alone. This dependency becomes a powerful anchor, keeping you steady in every storm. With this anchor, your resilience grows. You look back and recognize how every unseen adjustment shaped you into a stronger version of yourself. The challenges, shifts, and unexpected changes were all part of a divine process. Allah was strengthening you long before you realized it. The growth you gain through these experiences becomes a testimony of His mercy and wisdom. And with gratitude, you accept the strength He has nurtured within you. Life can change direction in ways that feel abrupt, leaving you unsure why your plans were suddenly halted. Yet behind every interruption, Allah is arranging blessings that require space to grow. What looks like an inconvenience may actually be a shield from harm. These interruptions open new paths you never considered. Through them, your heart begins shifting toward greater wisdom, and what felt like disruption eventually becomes a source of relief. Unexpected delays may frustrate you at first, but these delays carry protection wrapped in divine timing. Allah ensures that what is meant for you arrives only when your heart, your environment, and your faith are ready. If the blessing came earlier, it might overwhelm you. If it came later, it might slip away. Through these precisely timed interruptions, your future is being shaped with mercy, and every delay holds something beautiful in disguise. An interruption in your plans may force you to pause and reconsider your direction. This pause often reveals hidden lessons that would have been missed if life continued at your pace. Allah uses these pauses to redirect your attention toward what truly matters. You begin noticing signs you previously ignored, guidance you once overlooked. Through this newfound awareness, your heart becomes more aligned with what brings lasting peace. A relationship may abruptly change or end, leaving you confused about the purpose behind the shift. Yet in the background, Allah is forming connections that will nurture your faith and uplift your spirit. The separation you resisted may be the protection you needed. As the emotional fog clears, you begin to understand that certain bonds were removed to make room for healthier ones. This transition leads to blessings that honor your dignity and soul. Financial setbacks or career interruptions may appear discouraging, yet they conceal wisdom meant for your long-term stability. Allah may redirect your livelihood toward opportunities with more benefit, integrity, and ease. What felt like loss becomes the doorway to something more fulfilling. Through these professional shifts, you discover strengths and talents you never realized you had. This redirection often leads to blessings that last far longer than the struggle. You may face interruptions in your emotional journey, moments when your heart feels unsettled or uncertain. These emotional shifts are not accidental. Allah uses them to detach you from what weakens your purpose and to strengthen your connection with Him. Through this refinement, your heart becomes more resilient. The discomfort transforms into clarity, and the clarity reveals blessings you could not see before. Health challenges may suddenly force you to slow down. Though difficult, these interruptions often bring blessings related to reflection, gratitude, and spiritual renewal. Through them, you recognize the value of well-being, the importance of balance, and the necessity of relying on Allah. Your heart becomes more compassionate, your priorities shift, and your relationship with your Creator deepens. What began as hardship becomes a means of rising spiritually. Interruptions may expose weaknesses within you that require healing. These revelations are not meant to discourage you, but to guide you toward improvement. Allah brings out hidden wounds so they can be treated. As you confront these internal struggles, your character strengthens and your faith matures. This inner healing becomes a blessing that transforms your entire life. Through it, you grow into the best version of yourself. Unexpected changes in routine may feel inconvenient, yet they often create opportunities for reflection, rest, or spiritual growth. Allah knows when your heart needs space to regain focus. Through these breaks, you reconnect with your values, rediscover your priorities, and realign with your purpose. Once clarity returns, you find yourself stronger, more grounded, and better prepared for the blessings ahead. Interruptions in your social environment may distance you from gatherings or influences that were subtly harming your heart. Allah removes you from circles that limit your spiritual growth. What seems like isolation becomes a period of protection and purification. In that space, healthier connections begin forming. These new relationships bring blessings that nourish your soul and uplift your journey. Your prayers may feel delayed, yet this delay is an interruption filled with mercy. Allah withholds certain blessings until the exact moment they will benefit you most. Through this waiting, your patience deepens, your gratitude expands, and your trust strengthens. When the blessing finally arrives, it fits your life perfectly. The delay becomes a treasure, not a burden. Interruptions in your goals may lead you toward unexpected skills, knowledge, or insight. These new abilities prepare you for responsibilities you did not foresee. Allah equips you before He elevates you. The growth you gain during the interruption becomes essential for handling the blessing that comes afterward. Through this preparation, your blessings become sustainable rather than fleeting. Your heart may feel pulled away from desires you once pursued passionately. This redirection is part of Allah's mercy. He replaces shallow desires with deeper, healthier ones. As your preferences evolve, your destiny shifts accordingly. The blessing being prepared aligns with who you are becoming. Through this transformation, you step into a future filled with meaning and purpose. Interruptions often bring clarity about what truly matters. They strip away distractions and reveal priorities that were hidden beneath routine. Allah uses these moments to help you focus on actions that bring peace to your heart and reward to your hereafter. As clarity strengthens, blessings become easier to recognize. You begin walking a path guided not by pressure, but by purpose. You look back and realize that every interruption carried a blessing tailored for your growth. What once felt frustrating becomes a source of gratitude. Allah was preparing your heart, refining your character, and shaping your future through adjustments you could not see. Those interruptions guided you to blessings far greater than anything you planned. And with a grateful heart, you embrace the wisdom behind every divine intervention. Life may seem predictable until Allah intervenes and redirects your steps in a way you never expected. These adjustments arrive precisely when you need them, even if the timing feels unfamiliar to you. Allah knows when your heart is ready for change and when it requires protection from paths that would harm you. His decisions are flawless, crafted with divine understanding, and when He reshapes your journey, it is always for a future infused with wisdom. You may wonder why the shift didn't happen earlier, yet Allah knows the exact moment your heart can handle transformation. Had the change come too soon, it might have overwhelmed you. Had it come too late, it might have missed its purpose. This balance shows the perfection of Allah's timing. He rearranges your steps when the conditions for growth align in the best possible way. Through this precision, your journey unfolds beautifully. A sudden shift in direction may feel surprising at first, but Allah intervenes when the environment around you no longer supports your spiritual progress. He redirects you toward a place where your faith can flourish. The timing is calculated, guided by divine wisdom that considers every unseen detail. As the journey changes, your heart begins to understand that you were being moved towards something better prepared for you. Plans you once held tightly may be replaced with new goals that seem more meaningful. This shift happens when Allah knows your soul has matured enough to embrace a higher purpose. He nurtures your inner growth until you are ready to step into a new chapter. The timing of this transition reflects His mercy. Through it, your journey becomes aligned with what elevates your character and strengthens your connection with Him. Unexpected opportunities may appear exactly when you feel unprepared, yet Allah introduces these opportunities at moments when they will benefit you the most. He reshapes your journey so that the blessings awaiting you arrive at a time when they can help you grow. The timing, though surprising, is purposeful. Through these opportunities, you discover abilities you didn't know you possessed. Certain doors may open only after you've endured trials that softened your heart. Allah knows that hardship refines the soul and prepares it for blessings. Once your heart reaches a state of humility and gratitude, He reshapes your path so you can receive those blessings fully. The timing is a reflection of His compassion. Through this process, the blessing becomes more meaningful and transformative. You may experience delays that test your patience, yet these delays are part of the reshaping that ensures your journey unfolds according to Allah's wisdom. When your heart learns reliance and trust, the path forward becomes clearer. The delay, once painful, becomes a stepping stone. Through it, your journey matures into something richer and deeper than you imagined. An abrupt change in relationships may leave you questioning its timing. Allah removes certain people when their presence no longer serves your growth. He reshapes your connections to lead you toward companions who uplift your faith and nurture your well-being. This timing prevents emotional harm and preserves your dignity. Through this protection, your journey becomes safer and more fulfilling. You may find old goals fading and new dreams emerging. This shift occurs when Allah identifies that your purpose has evolved. He places new aspirations in your heart at the exact moment you are ready to pursue them. What once inspired you may lose its appeal as your soul matures. Through this inner transformation, your journey becomes aligned with a higher calling. Unexpected tests may arrive to prepare you for responsibilities you cannot yet see. Allah reshapes your journey with challenges that cultivate patience, discipline, and wisdom. These qualities become essential for the blessings coming your way. The timing of each test is intentional. ensuring the growth is meaningful. Through these experiences, your heart becomes resilient enough for the next stage. Guidance may come to you in the form of realizations or clarity you didn't have before. Allah places understanding in your heart at the perfect moment, allowing you to see your path with new eyes. This clarity transforms confusion into confidence. The timing of this insight elevates your journey, revealing how carefully every step has been arranged. With renewed vision, you walk forward with trust. You may feel pulled away from environments that once felt comfortable. Allah reshapes your surroundings when they cease to support your spiritual development. The timing aligns with your heart's readiness for something greater. Though the shift may feel unsettling, it holds profound wisdom. Through this relocation, your journey gains new meaning and direction. Blessings may arrive after seasons of struggle, not because Allah delayed them, but because He prepared you to receive them with gratitude. The journey leading up to the blessing strengthens your character. When the blessing finally comes, you appreciate it in ways you never could before. This timing transforms the blessing into a source of deep peace. Through it, you witness Allah's mercy. Your journey may shift precisely when you begin losing hope. Allah reshapes your direction at the moment your heart is ready to surrender fully to Him. This surrender opens doors that were previously locked. The timing renews your faith and reminds you that His mercy is always near. Through this shift, your journey becomes a testimony of divine kindness. You come to realize that every change happened at the perfect moment, not when you wanted, but when you needed it most. Allah reshaped your path with love, protection, and wisdom. Every shift led you to a place you would not have reached on your own. With gratitude, you embrace the journey He designed for you, and your heart finds peace knowing His timing was always flawless. A test may strike your life with a force that takes you by surprise, but within that hardship, Allah is crafting a powerful transformation. What feels heavy today is shaping a strength you never knew you had. The test removes weaknesses you did not realize were holding you back. It breaks layers of pride, fear, and attachment. Through this breaking, a stronger version of you begins to form, and that transformation is a mercy. Hardship often exposes what your heart truly leans on. When familiar supports fall away, you begin to recognize how deeply you rely on Allah. This reliance becomes the beginning of deep spiritual strength. Through the test, you learn that true peace does not come from people or outcomes, but from the one who controls them. This shift in perspective becomes a powerful transformation, and through it, your faith settles into a place of sincerity. Difficulty has a way of revealing hidden capacities that comfort could never reveal. When faced with pressure, you discover resilience, patience, and courage that were buried beneath ease. Allah draws out these qualities through trials so you can rise to levels you once believed were unreachable. The process may feel painful, but the growth is extraordinary, and that growth becomes the foundation of your elevation. A harsh test may force you to confront truths you avoided. These truths allow you to recognize patterns that need healing, habits that need leaving, and paths that need changing. Allah exposes these weaknesses not to shame you, but to purify you. This purification becomes the start of a new chapter. And with each realization, you transform into someone wiser, stronger, and closer to your purpose. Tests often strip away distractions that quietly consume your heart. Through loss or difficulty, you begin to see clearly what matters and what never did. This clarity is a gift because it frees you from illusions that kept you stagnant. As clarity grows, your priorities shift toward what brings true peace. This inner rearranging is part of the transformation written for you. A painful challenge may soften your heart in ways ease never could. Hardness begins to melt, empathy deepens, and compassion expands. These qualities strengthen your character and enrich your relationships. Allah refines your heart so it becomes capable of carrying blessings with humility. The softened heart becomes a vessel for healing and connection, and this emotional refinement is part of your hidden transformation. Through a severe test, your patience is stretched far beyond your comfort. Yet, this stretching strengthens you every single day. Patience becomes an armor around your heart, protecting you from despair. As your endurance increases, you realize you are capable of handling more than you imagined. This endurance becomes a sign of the transformation unfolding within you, and it prepares you for blessings that require maturity. Your toughest tests may feel isolating, but within that isolation, Allah draws you closer to Him. You begin to speak to Him more sincerely, seek Him more consistently, and rely on Him more deeply. This closeness strengthens your spiritual foundation. The relationship with Allah becomes your greatest source of comfort and courage. And this closeness is one of the most beautiful transformations a heart can experience. A heavy trial often forces you to surrender control. This surrender teaches you that success is not dependent on your strength alone, but on Allah's mercy. Through surrender, your ego dissolves and humility enters your heart. Humility becomes the doorway to wisdom and tranquility. This shift in attitude marks a profound transformation, and through it, you begin to walk with greater calm and certainty. Every hardship carries lessons that refine your character. You learn to forgive more easily, to let go more peacefully, and to move forward more gracefully. These qualities elevate your soul and shape your identity. Allah molds your character through experiences that challenge your limits. The transformation becomes visible in the choices you make, and with each choice, your heart grows spiritually stronger. During a painful test, you may feel broken, yet that breaking creates openings for guidance, insight, and light to enter. What enters your heart in these moments reshapes your perspective entirely. Allah fills the cracks with wisdom, empathy, and renewed faith. The brokenness becomes a doorway to beauty, and that beauty becomes part of your transformation. Trials often push you to develop skills you never considered learning. These skills prepare you for opportunities ahead. Whether emotional strength, discipline, or deeper reflection, each new ability enhances your journey. Allah equips you through the test because the blessing requires a stronger version of you. The preparation may feel difficult, but the transformation is priceless, and you emerge capable of more than before. As your test continues, you begin noticing subtle shifts in yourself. You respond with more calmness, think with more clarity, and move with more purpose. These shifts reveal how much you have grown. Allah nurtures this growth quietly, ensuring it becomes deeply rooted within you. The transformation becomes undeniable, and your heart embraces a strength shaped by divine care. You reach a point where the pain begins to ease, replaced by wisdom and gratitude. You recognize how the test changed you in ways comfort never could. You see blessings in places you once saw only hardship. Allah turns your struggle into a story of healing and elevation. The transformation becomes a testimony of His mercy, and your heart carries this testimony with pride. As you reflect on the test, you realize it shaped you into someone you admire, someone stronger, wiser, and more connected to Allah. The difficulty was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to rebuild you. Your transformation becomes a sign of Allah's love, protection, and guidance. And with gratitude, you embrace the person you became through your toughest tests. The future written for you is not random. It is crafted with layers of wisdom that unfold at the right time. Even before you understand your purpose, Allah prepares paths that lead you toward it. Every change you experienced contributed to this preparation. When the future arrives, you recognize how every detail was arranged with mercy. What once felt confusing becomes clear, and your heart finds peace in the design that was always meant for you. The life Allah has been shaping for you often begins long before you sense its arrival. He guides you through lessons that strengthen your heart and purify your intentions. These lessons prepare you to handle blessings with maturity. As these blessings approach, your inner strength grows quietly. The transformation enables you to step into your future with confidence, and that confidence is a sign of divine preparation. You may feel hesitant when a new chapter opens, yet Allah creates ease where your heart once felt unsure. This ease signals that you are entering a phase crafted specifically for your growth. Opportunities fit effortlessly, and clarity begins to emerge. Through this clarity, your steps become guided by faith rather than fear. The future does not feel forced, it feels aligned. And alignment is a gift from Allah. Your journey toward the future may include unexpected support from people you never anticipated. Allah places individuals in your path who uplift your faith and guide your progress. Their presence becomes part of the blessing written for you. These connections bring reassurance that Allah never leaves you to walk alone. With their help, you advance with grace. And this companionship strengthens your belief in divine orchestration. The blessings prepared for you are often bigger than what you prayed for. Allah grants more when the heart becomes ready for more. The struggles you overcame built the capacity needed to receive these blessings. When they arrive, your gratitude deepens because you recognize the journey behind them. The reward feels meaningful because it came through growth. And this meaning becomes part of your spiritual elevation. Receiving your future also means letting go of what no longer serves your purpose. Allah removes attachments that would hinder your progress. This release creates space for what will enrich your faith. As the past loosens its grip, new possibilities appear before you. Each possibility carries a fragment of the future being shaped for you. And with each step forward, your heart becomes lighter. When Allah presents the future He prepared, it unfolds with a sense of harmony. The pieces fit together even when you did not plan them. This harmony is a sign that the timing is perfect. You begin to see how earlier hardships carved the resilience needed for your current blessings. What once felt heavy now feels meaningful. And through this meaning, your future becomes a source of joy. As blessings begin to settle into your life, your character reflects the growth gained through past trials. You handle difficulties with more wisdom and successes with more humility. This balance is part of Allah's preparation. He shaped you into someone capable of living your future with dignity. And through this dignity, your blessings remain protected. Protection is one of the greatest gifts within divine planning. The future Allah has been shaping for you may include moments of healing you never thought possible. Emotional wounds begin to fade, replaced by strength and clarity. This healing allows you to embrace blessings fully without being held back by past pain. It becomes easier to appreciate what is before you. And with that appreciation, your heart finds renewal. Renewal paves the way for deeper gratitude. Your future may also bring responsibilities that uplift your faith and broaden your impact. Allah trusts you with these responsibilities because He prepared you through earlier experiences. What once felt overwhelming now feels achievable. This shift shows how much you have grown. Through these responsibilities, your life gains purpose. And purpose turns your journey into an act of worship. As you step into your future, you may feel a sense of tranquility that was absent before. This tranquility is a sign that your soul has reached the place it was meant to reach. The peace comes from knowing that Allah guided every turn, protected every step, and shaped every chapter. This realization deepens your trust, and trust becomes the foundation of your happiness. Receiving your future often requires embracing new perspectives. Allah expands your understanding so you can see beyond old limitations. These insights help you recognize opportunities that once felt out of reach. Your mindset becomes aligned with faith-driven courage, and through this alignment, your progress accelerates. Each new insight brings you closer to your destiny. Gratitude becomes a natural response when you witness how Allah arranged every detail of your journey. You begin to appreciate even the challenges that once brought tears. Those challenges were the stepping stones to your current blessings. The gratitude softens your heart and fills it with light. Through this light, you continue forward with sincerity. And sincerity strengthens your connection with Allah. You may reach a point where you finally understand why certain prayers were delayed. The delay protected you, shaped you, and prepared you for something far better. When the blessing arrives, it fits your life with perfection. This realization strengthens your faith in Allah's wisdom. And through this strengthened faith, your future becomes even brighter. Every blessing feels purposeful. You embrace the future Allah crafted for you with a sense of awe. You realize how every test, every delay, and every shift was part of a beautiful story. The journey shaped your heart, purified your intentions, and positioned you for blessings beyond your imagination. As you accept this future, your soul finds peace, and with that peace, you walk forward knowing Allah's plan was always perfect. Every shift in your life carries purpose even when you cannot see it yet. Allah is shaping your future with a wisdom far deeper than your understanding. What feels uncertain today is part of a design that will one day make your heart grateful. Trust the changes, trust the delays, trust the redirection, because none of it is random. When the pieces finally come together, you will realize that Allah was rebuilding your life with love, mercy, and perfection all along. Stay patient, stay hopeful, and walk forward knowing He never writes a story without meaning.